Cheers, Eddie Buckaroos, and how the heck are you? You know, I'm not really in this nice little Christmas cabin with the wind and snow and nice view. It's in a nice mood. As we get ready for Thanksgiving, the pre-Thanksgiving video, happy almost Thanksgiving. I've been doing a lot of prep this year. Decided not to do birds. I don't really have a lot going on. Just doing some pork loin chops, and I got them seasoned up earlier. So, but I did decide to let myself open something that I've been trying to open something new, but I've been trying to hold off for a while. Here's what I picked up a few weeks back in the Kansas City area. Is Yellowstone, seventh generation family distiller since 1872. American single malt whiskey at 108 proof. Limestone Branch Distillery, Lebanon, Kentucky. Like any member of our family, Yellowstone American single malt whiskey stems from previously established roots. Nearly everything we've perfected across 7 generations of distilling presents itself in this bottle, made from 100% malted barley and perfectly aged in new charred American oak barrels. This smooth yet complex whiskey rounds the palate with notes of honey, dates, and spiced pear with a strong oak and cinnamon finish. Much like the park for which it's named, the whiskey is a uniquely American icon, one worth revisiting. Stephen Bean. There we go. Let me show you the bottom there, or the back there, and here's the bottle. I haven't had this before, so we're trying it together for the first time. I poured 2 ounces even, which is all I'm going to allow myself of this particular whiskey today. I'm going to put it away, but I just wanted to have a little sample. My first alcohol of the day. I'm really liking the American single malt. I hope it becomes a craze. I was going to say craze, but don't think we're there yet. But I would love to see all the small distillers start doing an American single malt and just create something. Make it about the American single malt. Forget all about Scotch, Irish, Japanese. Oh, wow, that is interesting. Wow. So it says here, let me read again. Yeah, notes of honey, dates, spice, pear. Yeah, I'm feeling that. Um, Strong oaks. They don't mention vanilla, but I'm going to add vanilla in there. Honey, dates. I'm going to mention brown sugar because you feel a little bit of molasses. Also feel like I'm picking up a hint of maple in there as well. They say honey. They say cinnamon. I'm going to take it a step farther and say a little bit of ginger as well. Oh man, that's special. That's special. I don't know if you can see my shirt. Let me get it up where you see it. Says cheers, man. Yeah, trying to get festive. Wore this for a video I did last night with the Lager Room guys, but I only had it on for a short time, so I thought I'd finish it up this evening. As we get ready for Thanksgiving, I don't know if my wife's done any of her prep yet. I mean, it's just the two of us. There's really not that we have to do, but we did tell our daughter we would fix certain things for her. She has to go to the in-laws, and they don't do stuff the way we do them. And she likes her salads a certain way, so we have to fix a few things that we wouldn't necessarily fix, but they're from her childhood and she wants those specific things. So I get it. For our dinner tomorrow, yeah, I'm just going to do those pork loin chops, give them a nice sear, finish them in the oven, and then top with some compound butter. It's always been that steakhouse trick, right? So add that, that brown butter over the top gives you that little extra something. But the same thing applies to pork as well. You do the same thing. I'll make a nice compound butter and just kind of do just a quick finish. I'm gonna do some stuffing or dressing. I guess it's not going inside anything. It's dressing, but still like to call it stuffing. My wife had found this stuff at an Aldi's, of all places, Hawaiian stuffing or some Hawaiian style. I can't remember what they call it. Tried it a few weeks back just to see what it would be like. I added a little bits of pineapple and some pecans. It came out very nicely. I may do the same thing to it this time, but I may add some apple as well. I like adding the pecans or walnuts. Sometimes I add walnuts just to have a little crunch. I may do walnuts this time. I don't know. I'm honestly not sure what we have in there. I know there's some pecan stuff, but I'm not sure if we have any walnuts. Man, that is something. Is a little sweet initially. Let's say spiced pear. Yeah, I can dig it. I almost feel like get some spiced apple notes as well. That could all be in the interpretation. Fuck, that's delicious. I really had a hard time figuring out what's open, to be honest with you. So going back and forth, because I picked up the bottle of Bald and Bond Heaven Hill. I've been dying to try that one. But then I also have Switchgrass American Single Malt, which I thought about. I've got a couple Irish in there. I've got I think it's called Two Stacks or something. It's a cask Irish, which I've been dying to try as well. But then I also have what was that other one now? Oh, the Gully Town. I've got another the different. I got two single malt whiskeys from Gully Town, two different kinds. So one of them I opened, the other one I didn't. So I thought about opening that one, but then I don't know. I just kind of made an executive decision right at the end to open this one. So I've been dying to try it. I hadn't seen it in my neck of the woods. I got the bourbon and I found cast bourbon and other things, but I hadn't seen their American single malt. And that's become my new obsession is American single malt whiskeys. And when I see one, I have to try that. I'm really digging what American distilleries are doing with single malt whiskey. Man, that is nice. Yeah, it is a little complex. It is. There's a lot going on there, and I'm still trying to break down. But again, what I'm finding interesting about the American single malt whiskeys is it is kind of a wide category, right? The Gully Town American single malt that I've opened really resembles an Irish single malt. It drinks a lot like an Irish single malt. The Rivalist comes at you in quite a different way from Union Horse, and this one too. I mean, it's hard to tell if they're the same category because that category of just American single malt is rather broad. So what I'm finding interesting is trying these different whiskeys and seeing, the vision that each distillery has for an American single malt, and they're completely different. I haven't found two that are anywhere near alike. So I'm loving the category. I'm loving the idea. I hope we start to see more distilleries, small distilleries, do an American single malt because I think that's what will set them apart. I think in some ways they're forcing the larger distilleries to do things because folks are. I think there's going to be a demand for these. Oh man, yeah, definitely feel that honey note. You've heard me talk about this a lot, though. The viscosity, the mouthfeel, just velvety smooth. It's just a very pleasant whiskey to drink. You know, that spice lingers a little bit on your palate. You'll feel that nice oak. I know some are using second use charred oak. This one says it's aged in new charred oak, so you really feel those char notes. Yeah, I really feel that cinnamon, almost like a cinnamon raw sugar kind of note there on the nose. Man, let me show you the bottle one more time. This stuff is delicious. I got to tell you, wow. Uh, what am I going to do with it? Well, truthfully, this bottle, to be honest with you, typically I like to experiment, right? I usually try a neat, and then I have it on the rocks, and then I try a cocktail. Usually, start with the Manhattan, then do my version of it old fashioned. But the truth is, with this particular whiskey now, it's going to be only drink neat, especially at this proof. No, I think it'd be a shame to do anything else with it. Yeah, I'm not even gonna. I always do almost always try it on the rocks and need to do the first video. But this is a neat drinking whiskey. It should be treated as such. Stuff is insanely good. Oh my lord, that's a good whiskey. Yeah, I'm not gonna get crazy with this one, man. In fact, I'm gonna put it away after this particular video is over. I may allow myself a pour tomorrow for Thanksgiving, but then it's gonna get tucked away until we get close to Christmas. I may allow myself to open one more tomorrow, though, on Thanksgiving. Open one more. And I'm going to decide which one do I want to do. Another single malt? Should I do a bourbon? Should I do a rye? Might open a rye. I've got the Union Horse cask rye. Feel like I need to get another rye open, so I'm thinking about doing that. I'm also dying to try that Switchgrass single malt. It's at 92 proof. And of course, there's a Heaven Hill Bottled to Bond. I think that's a whiskey that I can do a lot with. Oh my gosh, that is good, man. This stuff will set you free. It'll set you free, baby. Anyway, yeah, I thought that was a nice little background. Nice little winter background. Anyway, as I digress. Wow, this stuff is good. So I only let myself have 2 ounces. Oh, mercy, person. Yeah, this whiskey's going to only be drink neat. Let me show you this bottle one last time before I wrap up this video. Seventh generation family distillers. This is Yellowstone since 1872. This stuff is just crazy good. They're American single malt whiskey, 100% malted barley, aged in new charred oak barrels. I am Tom the Whiskey Whisperer, Whiskey Evangelist. Oh man, that's good. Yeah, they say spiced pear, but I'm also going to add apple to that note as well. They say date, sure, why not? Yeah, what the hell, man? You might find some raisin in there as well. Like I said, a lot of those notes are really between you and your palate. You're not going to taste things that you're not familiar with, so you're going to interpret things as a certain way. So, but there is a lot going on. There's a lot to interpret. So anyway, I am Tom the Whiskey Whisperer, Whiskey Evangelist, prolific whiskey drinker, purveyor of wisdom and all around good guys. Lot you.